Okay, what's up everyone? I'm going to show you in this video just a little bit of a trade recap. So we're going to cover that, cover some Edgeful reports. And then I wanted to go over just something that's been helping me this year so far. As you can see, I'm still on the road, traveling and yeah, enjoying the time away from the main setup, just with a little bit of a different aspect. So as you can see, this year's been a pretty solid start to the year so far. January was really nice. 18K in profits, and some days where I traded, some days where I didn't. And then February been a little bit more quiet. As I said, start of Feb, I've been on the road traveling, but I had a nice little green trade yesterday, and yeah, I'm green on the month, so nothing really hectic this month. But while on the road, I'll take it. So I wanted to go over a few points that I think has been helping me really well in terms of just staying disciplined, staying consistent, and staying patient, and actually making money for a living doing this career. And one of them has been obviously Edgeful data. You guys have seen me trade live with them throughout the days, and then as well as using their reports that has kept me in check. So two things this week before we get into it. One, NFP yesterday, and then on Friday we do have CPR. So bear that in mind. Okay, so let's get right into it. What's been helping me really well is the Edgeful screener. So if you come to the screener here, this won't be showing right now because it's actually pre-market, but this Edgeful screener has actually been helping me so much in terms of looking at what direction I'd like to be trading in for that day from a data perspective. So yesterday, the screener and what actually prints over here, and I'll actually get a photo of it so you guys can actually see it. But what prints at the top of the screen over there is actually like a dashboard that shows, are you predominantly wanting to be short biased? Are you predominantly wanting to be long biased, and so forth? This is from a couple of days ago, I think from Monday. So you can actually see that the screen over here was printing that we actually want to be predominantly long biased on this day, and then it will help you from a data-backed perspective trade ideally in that direction. Now, yesterday the screener was printing bearish, and on ES and NQ, we dropped down on the open. So let's go, this is a 15-minute time frame. We can see off the open, we drop down. There's the opening range high. Here's the opening range low. We actually tap right into that previous day's highs. NFP rallied us up into previous day's highs, and we end up coming down lower. Now, I missed these shorts over here, but why I didn't like the shorts and extension over here was simple. Look how we were still making higher lows, okay, off of that. So that structure point, but that didn't, I actually like the longs off of this level, pre-market lows, but that doesn't mean that I just flip and get long bias, because the screen and data is still telling me that we are predominantly short bias. And yes, on this day, we actually just flatten out and we really don't do much for the next, couple of hours. But I think, having that screen in mind, that I would like to be ideally from a data perspective, be short bias, but even though price action is not in alignment, it helps me actually not just flip and trade in the opposite direction. I think that's massive for a lot of traders. So if we actually pull up a couple of reports that are actually in that screener, one of them is that opening candle continuation report. Now, if that first hour was bearish, we want to be looking for shorts ideally. Let's go to the NQ. If the first hour is bearish, we want to be looking for shorts. If the first hour is bullish, we want to be looking for longs, right? But you see how I'm using the screener to actually keep me out of bad trades as well. So yesterday, as I said, the screener was bearish. I missed the original shorts, but I didn't just hop in short later on. In the shorts later on, because I didn't like price action. But then again, that didn't cause me to just flip my bias and get long, because the data was still screaming that we wanted to be short bias. So that's how I'm using the screen in my actual live trading. Now, you guys can actually see me trade live every single day. Hit the QR code. The link is in my bio as well, but the QR code above. And then make sure to check out Edgeful too. So I'll be live for pre-market in a bit. We'll see you guys there. Let's have a good trading day.